Models help us represent things that are harder to understand. We're going to create another model that is an analogy for the cup systems. Models help us represent things that are harder for us to understand. We're going to create another model that is an analogy for the cup systems. Now we're doing this to see why water molecules cannot leave a cup at some points in the cup system, but can leave at other points in a cup system. When we put marbles into a cup, based on our prior experiments, what do the marbles represent? Yeah, these black marbles are going to represent molecules of water, the smallest pieces of water. Now we're going to use some colored marbles that are magnetic to represent the molecules of solids of the cup. So remember, sometimes we call molecules particles. So here we have our colored magnetic marbles around the outside representing the solids of the cup. So let's watch what happens to the moving water particles when there is no lid. What do we see happen? We see the water particles, or water molecules, they bounced up out of the cup, up and about, and even down on the sides. So what do you predict might happen if there is a lid? Let's put a lid on. We'll put a lid on it. So now we have the walls of the cup on the bottom, the sides, and on the lid. And the colored marbles that are magnetic are representing the solids of the walls and the lid. What's your prediction? Keep that in mind. Now let's see what happens when the water particles move. Where did the water particles go? Did they go outside of the cup? They seem to stay inside the cup the whole entire time. So, what does this represent? Would this represent a closed system or an opened system? What would this represent? A closed system or an opened system? Yeah, this is an open system because the particles can get out, but this represents the closed system because the particles stay inside. So can the liquid water particles move out through the magnetic marbles? They can't seem to get by. And this is the analogy for some of the behavior that we have of particles in liquids and in solids. With this marble model in mind, next we're going to look at several different examples, points A, B, C, D, and E, in both cup systems with no lid and without a lid, and we're going to discuss the behavior of the marbles.